Radical bit of a rain delay, but I want to explain why I call Aaron Judge the Big SUR-REAL, and I named him that a long time ago. As you know, I call myself the San Francisco 2012 Giants. Game 3, I was dying of leukemia. That exact day, it was October 9th. It looked like it was over for me. I wasn't recovering, the chemo, everything. I was in bone marrow transplant or LDS. It's not working. I've had to cut off the chemo. Too sick for transplant. Last Hail Mary, last bone marrow biopsy. That day, going into that night, I was really sick. Looked like I was going to die. They were kind of prepping me for death. And I have AML de novo OS, which is a death sentence. That night, I got the TV on, and I'm watching the Giants, and they're down. They lost 2 in San Francisco. Now, Aaron Judge grew up right next to Big Sur. He grew up right there. That's his place. He grew up there. Born and raised there. You know, he's adopted, but he was born and raised right there. Linden. You know, which is just, whew, there's Big Sur. Giants fan. Giants fan. He's a no-caller. Well, Central Coast, Central, you know. Not no-cal, not so-cal, all-cal. And so that night, the Reds threw a one-hitter at the Giants. So it's over, right? Because it was a 3-game series. This is an NLDS. The Reds had a great team. That pitcher threw a one-hitter at him. Pence makes a play up against the fence. I mean, Posey throws a guy at the, it was play at the plate, the whole 9 yards. I mean, just all defense, trying to stay alive, just like I was that night. Just trying to stay alive, just doing everything I can. I mean, nurses tickle me, praying for me, don't go, don't go, don't go. I mean, I'm on the edge. I stayed alive, and somehow we manufactured a run and got it extra innings, and somehow lived to fight till the next day. Tim Lincecum, whose wife is sadly recently passed of cancer, throws that middle inning. He's my favorite. He's everybody's favorite. Freaking dude threw so hard his freaking mullet never come off. I've never seen a guy throw like that since Koufax. Ruth, Maris, Judge, Ruth, Maris, Judge, Ruth, Maris, Judge, Ruth, Maris, Judge. So that's why I call him the Big SUR-REAL. And I'm the guy that named him that a long time ago, by the way. And so I'm so thrilled for him and his family. I am really so thrilled. As you know, the Giants, this is the biggest miracle in sports history, and I'll challenge any of you to try to find a better one. Challenge. I mean, it's over. It's game 3. One hitter at them, and they're done. They got to win 3 in Cincinnati. They won 3. They got down 3-1 to the Cardinals. And talking about Judge Triple Crown. By the way, the other Triple Crown for the Cardinals, Ghostman, he played here for the Ogden Raptors. Remember, we had a Triple Crown winner in 2012. Them Tigers. Giants swept them. They got out of the woods and relaxed and swept them. So will we do it tonight? I think. And by the way, speaking of the Giants, I'm sure he was a huge Bonds fan. And he even said it. There's no direction. Put Bonds in the hall. I sit there in San Francisco so many times and watch Bonds freaking jack them. I got this story to tell you. So I got this hat at Pacific Grove at the thrift store, 50 cents. I'm over there documenting the tide pools like I do. I'm on the Pacific Grove side, and when the big 100-foot waves are coming in, there's a guy diving in the pond at the golf course there. You know, that's Pebble Beach. Anyway, I start talking to him, and he says, "I'm a Cubby Dave." You got to be shitting me. So, who's going to get the ball tonight? You think he'll get 2? Well, I don't know. I think he's going to do it tonight. The wind's blowing out in the Bronx. And I wanted to get this up and tell you why I call him the Big SUR-REAL. And I put a space between the SUR-REAL. You know, so the marathon people don't get mad at me. But that's his home. That's where he's from. He grew up a Giants fan. By the way, it's ironic because we know where the Giants came from. That's always will be my favorite team forever. I mean, what a team. Posey, Pence. I mean, Sandoval. Oh my God, that's who he was, huh? But will he do it tonight? I think he will. I think he will, and I want to put this up to explain why I call him the Big SUR-REAL. That's his home, and that's what he is. And by the way, Bonds protected baseball, didn't destroy baseball. He was a Hall of Famer long before the Balco. You know, the Bay Area is all Balco. Everybody had that, including Jerry Rice at the end of his career. Everybody did. What's that phony on the cycle who faked his cancer? Piece of shit. I hate that guy. Lance Armstrong. All I want to do is have some fun. I used to love Sheryl Crow, but after she started hanging around with that loser. Till the sun comes up over... No Cal. Central Cal. No Cal, SoCal. No, all Cal. I'm Balco. What the fuck's he supposed to do? Let goons like Sosa and McGuire be the king? Think about that. Think about that. He protected baseball. He's like, oh, fuck you, watch this. He broke Ted Williams on base percentage fucking by how many? Which is impossible. By the way, where's the statue in San Diego of Ted Williams, the greatest player? And oh, you got Ty Cobb. You got Ruth. Ted Ruth. You know, you got Ted Williams. You know, Mickey Mantle, but you got Ruth Maris Judge. 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 Ruth. Wind's blowing in. Wind's blowing in on that baby. Ruth Maris Judge. There we go. Ruth Maris Judge. Wind's blowing in. Wind's blowing in. Ain't gonna stop him. Oh, we'll fix that, won't we? We'll fix that. Maris Judge. That's why I call him the Big Space SUR-REAL. I pay 50 cents of that and see it grow over the fifth store. You know, I'm sure he was a 2012 Giants fan. He played at Fresno, played college ball at Fresno. You know, that great program. That's real fun. pinstripes with no juice. Ruth, Maris, Judge. Ruth, Maris, Judge. I will quote Judge's own words. No, the record's 73, Barry Bond. I'm so thrilled for him. I really am. So thrilled for him. Ruth, Maris, Judge. Ruth, Maris, Judge. The new Yankee pinstripes are anti-nuclear. Been a long time, right? How about them freaking Jets? I told you those Browns, when you have your stadium named after nuclear energy bribers, that's the shit that happens to you in Brownville. Energy, First Energy, the nuclear bribers who got busted for nuclear bribe. How about them Jets? How about them Giants? How about them Mets? Ruth, Maris, Judge. So that's why I call him the Big Sur. That's why. And I call myself the 2012 San Francisco Giants. Thrilled for you. Do it tonight in the Bronx. By the way, I love the Bronx. I freaking used to take the one across. I flew back and forth into LaGuardia, you know, for decades, hundreds of times. You know, I lived in New York for a long time. But thrilled for him. Very thrilled for him. Stand tuned.